Oh, we're spooky today.
We are. We're very spooky. You've turned into a monster, Eduardo.
I've heard that before, yes.
Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. This is actually the first time I'm wearing this shirt on the podcast.
Oh my
It
god.
is last season's winner of Dragula, and one of my favorites. It is Asia Consent.
Yes,
I
Aisha.
love Asia. Asia's so good. I'm probably going to wear a lot of Dragula shirts during these. I know it's not the same show, but it's kind of cousins, right? It's like the Mexican cousin to Dragula.
Yeah, it's like the one that didn't cross the border. Like
Fair.
we this one got deported and sent back over here.
No, no,
And
too soon.
so
Too soon.
hey, I'm Mexican. I'm allowed to say these jokes, okay?
But it's my country and I hate it. I hate it here.
I hate it too, and my heart goes out to everyone.
Yes.
Anyways,
But I'm
uh,
drinking water
oh yes.
and I'm not drinking it out of my cup mug. But you can get a cup mug to drink out of or not drink out of at monagcreations.etsy.com. We do ship internationally, so there are no excuses.
Yes. And hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican monster of this podcast. I am here to talk shit and get hit. Uh, Today I am drinking blood because that feels appropriate. No, I'm just drinking water. Um, yeah, monsters, devils, witches, hags, me. Always to describe
Humans.
me. No, mutants, yes. I thought you said humans, and I was like, no. Mutants, yes, there's a mutant here. A really muscular mutant. Anyways,
Hmm.
I'm so excited. I am so excited.
I'm excited too because I think this is the first time that we are covering a show like a competitive drag show where we have no sort of like groundwork. We have no season one or a different franchise. Like we've had season ones of different countries of Drag Race, but we
Mhm.
had like the US to go off of. But this is brand new territory. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
this is gonna be wild. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna see how it goes. We
Mhm.
have no idea how this is gonna work, but we're figuring it out.
Yes, lots of question marks. We don't even know the format. We don't know how many episodes. Is it going to be mostly look based? Is there going to be like acting challenges? No clue.
We'll figure it out.
We will. But while you're here, please do us some favors. Can you please subscribe to this channel? You might be new. We might have a lot of new people who are just checking us out for the first time. We're a lot of fun, I promise. We cover all things drag on this channel. We do Drag Race, we do La Mas. We started back at season one of La Mas recently, so that was
Yes.
fun. Um, we're covering Drag House rules. We do a lot of cool things here. So subscribe, and if you could do us a favor and leave comments while you watch this. Leave comments, like this video, share this video with your friends, do all the things, hit the bell so you can get notifications when we release new content. And we do have some other channels too. We have a channel dedicated to competitive reality TV. We have
Mhm.
one dedicated to Eurovision, which Eduardo is very busy doing that channel.
Lord have mercy. My sleep schedule has done been fucked up because of Eurovision. Thank you very much.
Right. And we have one for wrestling. So if you're into any of those things, you can find links to those channels in our link tree below. You can also follow all of our social media. I have my Instagram right here. Um, yeah, and I think that's about it, right?
I believe so.
Okay, shall we get into this?
Yes, yes, let's shall.
Okay, let's see our cast photo. Okay, here
Woo-hoo.
are our Morbids.
Our morbids, our morbids.
Hmm.
Take a sip of your drink every time they say it morbids in this the morbids. You'll be passed out drunk. You'll be dead. So please don't actually do that.
Yeah, it would not be good. I do like the red color scheme. I mean, yeah, it's a little predictable to go with red and black, but I think everybody looks so different that it really works for me. I'm super into this promo.
Yeah, this just really works for me. Like I am glad that they chose to go with the theme here because they could have gone Dracula style, where they're just like wear whatever you want, wear
Hmm.
something that's your style. I like having a theme. I like having a theme that still shows who you are as well. So I think this is really fun, and some we got some really good looks. We got some really fun looks. I'm really excited to talk about them as well.
We did, and also I'm kind of curious if there was supposed to be a 12th uh, Morbid in the cast, because I don't know if you noticed this, like almost a year ago. Like I feel like they've been preparing this for almost a year,
Hmm.
but there were individual videos with each of these Morbids, and they had them numbered, and one of them was number one, one, two, three, so on, and then it goes to eight, and then it skips number nine and goes to 10, 11,
Oh,
and 12. So I'm like, oh, what happened to number nine? Did they
did
back
number
out?
nine drop out? It's very possible. Like, who knows?
Who knows?
Because 11 is an odd number of a
It is.
cast.
Yes, in more ways than one, right? It's
Yes.
literally an odd number, and it's odd to have 11.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
it's odd and it's odd.
Mhm.
Um, so it's very possible.
Yep. But let's go ahead and jump in, and I will warn everybody first. I am not a native Spanish speaker. Eduardo is. I took Spanish in college and high school, but that's been 20 years, so I'm a little rusty. So if I butcher people's names, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Eduardo will correct
Yeah, I will.
me.
As much as I can because some of these names are weird.
Okay, good. So then it's not just me. Okay, let's get started. So our first morbid is Ambrose Lugosi.
I believe that is right. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have Ambrose. Uh, she comes from the hell that mortals know as Aguascalientes. If you know, you know. She's 34 years old, but apparently she has only been doing drag for 3 years, which is kind of wild. I actually think that Ambrose might be the oldest queen that we have on the cast.
Oh.
Not everyone said how old they were, but everyone that did said that they were around 23 to 25. And so this cat seems pretty young. And Ambrose is the only one that said her age and was older than 30. So she might be the oldest one here. Um, yeah, she started doing drag because she found a monster category. She found people that were doing monster drag and thought that it was interesting. And yeah, she's really passionate about her drag, that's for sure. She loves what she does. Uh, she always wants to send a political message, which I think is always important with drag. Like, drag is inherently political as well. So having someone that's just so outwardly like passionate about doing that, I think is really fun. She's really passionate about their art, but she's also really soft spoken. So I don't know how to feel about that in a competition style. I think she'll do well just because she seems really polished. But in a competition style, like competition, being soft spoken sometimes either means that you are so prepared that you're going to do really well, or you're so nervous that you're going to kind of not be super prepared. So I don't know. I am really, really like question marks all over Ambrose.
Yeah, I like Ambrose so far. And it's worth noting Ambrose is one of our followers on Instagram. So thanks for following us.
Thank you.
We appreciated that when you give us a follow back. Um, but I think she's very interesting. The fact that her last name is Lugosi, that was an instant like, ooh, I like that. I like that because I
Mhm.
love Bela Lugosi. Dracula, the original one, is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Uh, so I was like, oh, I appreciate. I think she even commented on a drawing I did of Bela Lugosi as Dracula
Oh,
on Instagram. Um, but she's really fascinating, and like I love a queen that has a political message. I think of one of my favorites from La Mas Draga season 6, who always made her political message known. So I'm wondering if we're going to get something similar with
I hope
Ambrose.
so.
Hmm. And I really like what she's wearing. Like
Oh, yes.
it's simple, but it really like makes a statement with all of the severe angles, the pointiness of the shoulders, and the boobs, and
Yes.
in the headpiece. So I think she looks great.
Yeah, she looks wonderful. I didn't mention the look, but like, come on now. She looks incredible. Like, I love the pose of the Baphomet pose that she does on the right. I just the devil imagery and the boobs, the horned boobs are incredible as
Hmm.
well.
Who
I
thinks of that?
just This is so fun. I'm so excited to see what Ambrose's drag, how she does, and like what she's bringing to the table. I'm so excited to
Yep.
see it.
I will say I looked at her Instagram, like as we were talking about her, and there's not a lot of content on there yet. And it might be because she's only been doing drag 3 years, but
Mhm.
it's a lot of out of drag stuff too. But what she does have in drag, I think looks really cool. So I'm excited for her. But let's go ahead and score the looks too while we're at it.
Okay. I wasn't fully prepared for
I know, me
scores.
neither. Me neither. We're gonna wing it,
We're gonna
which
wing it.
I don't usually
Uh,
do.
uh, uh, 88.
Okay, I'll give her an 82.
Fair.
Okay. Our next morbid is Androgina Godhell.
Yeah, Androgina Godhell. Yes,
Yes, the accent is on the O. I messed up already.
that's fine. Yeah, I don't have a lot written down about Androgina, I'm gonna be honest, because she just kept talking about how sexy she was, which I appreciate. I appreciate a girl that knows her brand, and when you're sexy and you know you're sexy, I appreciate you just being like, I am sexy, I am erotic, that's all what I'm about. I appreciate it. Uh, she says that she's a mix between Jessica Rabbit and Morticia Adams, which I love that combination. I think that's so fun. Uh, yeah, she said that she was born with pride. She's super confident and really pounding in that she's super sexotic. I don't know. She feels professional and she knows what she's here to do. Like she seems like one of those girls that has been doing this for a while and knows exactly what she's bringing to the table and isn't afraid to just be confident about it. So I really appreciate it. And this look is absolutely one of my favorites. I love everything about this. The dream catcher in the back is amazing. It's just really such a statement and it really brings my attention to the look. So overall, one of my favorite looks. I really like her. I'm really intrigued by her. I want to see more.
Yeah, I think she's one of my favorites too. Definitely, this look is by far one of my favorites. I think the Dreamcatcher concept is so cool, and she's just oozing sex in this. I think they even had to blur her in the Meet the
Yes,
Morbids.
they did.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those nipples on YouTube. They don't allow that. Um,
Really enough.
but yeah, I like her inspirations like Morticia and Jessica Rabbit. That's very much my childhood. I loved Who Framed Roger Rabbit and the Adams Family. So I'm like, okay. Looking at her Instagram is very interesting though, because if I didn't know better and if I was just scrolling through, I don't know that I would immediately place her on this type of show.
Oh,
Because I don't I see like horror like or spooky elements in a lot of her looks, but for the most part, it's not this. And there's nothing wrong
oh,
with that. I actually think that shows range for her. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool that she can be straight up like pretty or even like really cutesy, colorful type of
mhm.
drag, and she could do this and pull it off so damn well. So I think she might be one to watch out for. I'm excited for her.
Yeah, I'm excited as well.
Scores for this look.
Uh, 96.
That's what I gave her too.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that.
Our brains, our
Mhm.
minds, finally working together.
Yes, we can. We just needed to be alone together.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we have Aradia Von Rotten.
Aradia Von Rotten. Aradia is one of the queens that I'm so happy follows me, and I've talked to her through DMs. She is so nice. I just adore this person. They're from Guadalajara, but now lives in Los Angeles. Uh, we have a witch. We have a witch in our midst, and I am so happy to have a witch. Uh, so Aradia started doing drag apparently because of their gender identity and like the journey that they had. They identify as non-binary, and that's why they started doing drag. They're just a conceptual monster as well, apparently. Like the idea, I also like that she said that the idea of like the show must always go on no matter what. That's such a theater thing to think. Like that's such a theater way to think about your performances, which really make me excited about how Aradia is going to perform on stage. She's just super confident and super proud of her drag. And as I said, witch is everything I like. I love witch like looks and witch characters in media. And so I'm very excited to have this type of monster here. I am so excited for Aradia.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm excited too. Another one of our followers, shout out Aradia. Um, but yeah, I think she's very interesting. The witchy vibes. I feel like she has taken the corner on witch out of this group. Like if I think of witch,
Mhm,
I'm thinking of her first. So I think that's really cool to kind of have that as your branding. This look I think is really cool too. It's very pretty and it gives that witchy vibes. There's a lot going on, so it
mhm,
can be hard to like see it for what it is. You have to like really concentrate on all the elements because it could just be a lot to take in at once. But I think it's really cool, especially the wig. I think that's my favorite
mhm.
part of this. Um, Looking at her Instagram though, I'm like, dang, I kind of wish we were doing one of our Instagram video reviews because she has so many cool looks.
Oh, I believe
Like,
you.
I'm super into what I'm seeing there. And you
Mhm.
can tell this is what she lives and breathes. This is very true to her art. But yeah, if you have not gotten to check her out, please do so. Go follow everybody, but follow her specifically because I think you'll be very impressed with a lot of
Oh
her
yes.
looks.
Yes, Aradia just brings something so fun. I am so excited.
Mhm. Scores.
Oh, this one's tough. I like this look. Okay. 88.
Okay. I'm going to give her an 80.
Okay.
Okay. Next, we have C-Facto or C-Facto. I'm still not sure.
I believe
C-Facto
it's
if
de
you're
facto.
a gringo like me.
Yeah. Se facto if you speak Spanish and you say it like say. Anyways, she is from Guanajuato. The name comes from ipso facto, which I thought was really odd, but at the same time, that's that makes me remember your name. That's for sure. Uh, I really like that they're taking like what they said, the uncomfortable face of culture, and really showcasing that in their drag. Like they claim like a lot of folklore, glamour, and fashion all mixed together, but still playing with gender and doing some gender fuckery here, which I'm very excited to see as well. I love the quote that they said, I can give you a pretty face, but I'd rather give you a message. I think that's always something that's important to do in your drag. I don't know. They know what they're doing. They absolutely know what they're doing, and they're super proud of it. And this look really shows you everything that they're all about. Just the kind of mixture of the masculine and feminine in this gender fuckery that's going on, mixed with all of the like scary folklore and all of those like very stereotypical ideas of what like a voodoo priest might look like. I really enjoy it and I really appreciate this view on drag. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I'm super into C-Facto. I think of everybody in the cast, she was the one that really had an emphasis on culture and wanting to represent for culture. Like it was a word that she kept bringing up, and I
Mhm,
love that. One of my favorite things about being introduced to these different Mexican drag shows are seeing those folklore type of queens, like Matraca specifically is one of my absolute
mhm,
favorites. So like seeing this element that is just not even close to anything we get in the United States, I'm so into it. And this look is really cool itself. Like you get an immediate sense of her vibe, her personality, her style, and it's still like really fashionable. Like she talked a lot about how she's very into fashion, and
mhm,
it shows. It shows right away. Looking at her Instagram, she does not have a ton. of pictures up,
Mm.
but every picture she has on there is quality and
I
colorful.
believe.
Yeah, like she's not afraid to use any color and just be full body blue or whatever. So I'm
Oh yes.
really excited for C-Facto.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Scores.
Uh, Lord. Okay. Do I like this more than the other ones? Sure. 92.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna give her an 85.
Okay.
Okay, next, we have Dystopia Monumental.
Dystopia Monumental. Yes. Dystopia is. If you couldn't read it on her forehead, she's a mutant. Uh, she's 23, shockingly, which, like, when I saw this, I fully thought that she was older. Uh, an insurgent mutant is what they call themselves. They come from what they seemingly all like. They seemingly love all of the taboo shit, which I really appreciate as well.
Poppers.
Dystopia, yes. Also, Dystopia is going to be one of our bigger contestants that we're going to have in the competition, which I also really appreciate that we have body diversity, and we also have a bearded drag person here, which I also think is always fun. I always appreciate having bearded drag artists in drag competition shows. Uh, I love the thought of never let them know when something goes wrong. That's yet again another very theatrical way of thought, which I really appreciate. They're just super confident and they're different from anyone in the cast, and this look really shows you what they're all about. This gender fuckery as well. This is so fun. This is so fun. I'm really, really intrigued by Dystopia.
Mhm. Me too. I actually think this is one of my favorite looks from the whole cast, just because it's not quite like anything I've seen before. Like I have seen the more muscular bodysuits, but not with this angle, like the red and just the size of it. I think it's really intriguing, and I definitely get mutant right away. So I'm really into this promo look. She, he, they, I don't know your pronouns, but you are definitely marking your stamp in this competition and setting yourself apart from the crowd. So that's what I love to see. Yeah, I'm really intrigued by the whole mutant of it all.
Yes.
And looking at their Instagram, first of all, out of drag, ooh, wood, wood for
Oh my
sure.
God.
Yeah. Um, and in drag, it's really cool. It's really like creepy and a lot of mouth stuff, like open mouth, like
Oh, that's fun.
things kind of holding the mouth open, you know?
Mhm.
Like that's a theme in most of the pictures. So I wonder if we're gonna get that a lot on the show too. But yeah, I think Dystopia might be one of my favorites. So
She's fun.
mhm. Scores.
Ah, 85.
I'm gonna give her 89. Or
Okay.
him or they.
It.
It.
They're mutant. It.
Yes. Okay, next we have Gouda Von Cheese.
I love this name. First of all, this name is so camp, and I love it. Uh, she's originally from Colima, but now lives in Jalisco. She's all about glamour, which you can obviously tell by the look, but she also claims to be have some side of camp, which you can clearly tell by the name alone. Um, I love the reason why she started doing drag. Apparently, she started doing drag because she didn't want to pay for a theater ticket, but they had a thing where drag queens could come into the theater without paying for their ticket. And so she just dressed up so that she wouldn't have to pay for her ticket, which I love. I love that. Uh, I also love the thought process behind the quote that she says, cheese comes from spoiled milk, so take
Mhm.
what you can and work with it. I love that as well. Uh, she's another soft-spoken queen, but she has a lot of substance to her, and like everything that she does with such polish. Like this look is so polished and it's so well done. Everything about this is just so methodically thought out, and I really like how glamorous and beautiful she looks. But she still gives me that slight horror vibe that we're looking for in this competition. So I'm really excited for her as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. This look is very put together and polished, but there are still enough like horror elements that are really cool and intriguing and gives an idea of her sense of creepiness, I guess. Like those eyes on her dress. You see that on the bottom there?
Yes.
I'm like, that's so dumb in the best way. And I know that she says that she's a funny queen. So I would love to see that side from her because I do agree with you. She was one of the more soft spoken of any of them in the Meet the Morbids. So I am excited to see the personality that I haven't fully been let in on so far. Um, as far as her Instagram goes, it's a lot like this. Like it's a lot of polished, glamorous looks, opulence, with a slight edge that keeps her in this arena.
Yeah.
Um, and she really has versatility. So I think like if she wanted to do a show like La Mas or Drag Race Mexico, she easily could. And she would probably have some of the best looks on the show. So she might be one to watch. She might be.
Oh, Gouda.
Hmm.
I'm so excited for her.
Scores.
Ah, 90.
Um, I'm gonna give it an 86.
Right.
Okay. Next we have Luxie Luú.
Okay, Luxie. Luxie is such a different drag personality, like drag artist that we have. If we were doing very stereotypical like Dragula vibes, she would be the filth. She would be the filth out of everyone in this cast, which we don't have a lot of, which I'm very excited to have. Luxie's originally from Sonora. Uh, she got her drag name by mixing her out of drag name with the first drag queen that she ever saw live, which apparently was named Trixie. I wonder who that person is. I wonder, huh? And got Luxie. Uh, I don't know. As I said, she gives me very filth vibes, which I really appreciate. And I also really love that the reason why she started doing drag is because like Lexi's like psychologist told her that she needed to get out all of her like aggression and anxiety, and she was like, "Well, that means drag. I have to start doing drag." So thank you to Luxie's psychologist because now we have this
Mhm.
incredible drag queen. She's really passionate about her drag and about the way that she performs. She's definitely one that I'm really excited to see, and she's one that like she might be one of my favorites. I'm really intrigued by Luxie. She's so fun, and she's so different from everyone else that I really want to see them do well. And overall, really fun. Everything about this is so fun.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I think she has a pretty strong point of view. I think she was the one that mentioned a lot that like cartoons are
Mhm,
what inspire her. Like she likes to monstrify kids stuff, and I'm like, that's really cool to think about, um, because you can take like things that you appreciated as a kid and just give it this creepy angle, and that can really set you apart in a competition like this.
mhm,
And I see that is instantly with her makeup, especially like you get that kind of cartoon vibe from it. um this look itself I think is good. It's very solid. I don't think it's uh one of the more like extravagant looks in
mhm.
the cast, but it really didn't need to be, especially with that wig. That is a powerful wig that
Oh yes.
was a say something wig. Is that what they say? I don't know.
Yeah,
um
say something wave.
her Instagram, really good, really good. And she's not a poser. Like she's staying true to herself. There are elements where I can see a little bit of who she might be inspired by,
Mhm,
just by looking at her Instagram. I'm like, oh, I kind of get these vibes, but like with a twist. So I really like that. I'm excited for her. I'm more excited after talking about her than I even expected to be. So hmm. Scores.
hmm. I agree with you. This look is good, but compared to everyone else, she kind of like it might not be my favorite.
Mhm.
Uh, 79.
Okay, I will give her an 80.
Mhm.
My cat.
Oh my God. Your cat is
Um,
possessed.
yes,
Luxie has
she's trying
possessed
to
your
get into
cat.
food. um, our next morbid is my Maely Fish.
Maely Fish. Yes.
Maely Fish.
Yeah. She calls herself the Dark Tatiana of Hermosillo, which I love. Uh, okay, so Maely started doing drag because she just was very critical of like the other people doing drag, and uh, she just then started to decided to do a contest like at a club, and she loved it, and that's why she decided to keep doing drag. Uh, if we're going yet again, if we're going based off the rules of Dragula, she's definitely the glamour of it all. She's very, very glamorous about everything. Uh, she's a feisty one as well. Like I got really like a lot of energy from her, like very stereotypical villain, like reality TV villain vibes, which is always fun. It's always fun to have someone that's really feisty and ready to like have arguments when what needs to be. As I said, really confident, super high energy. I really like this look as well. Doing an anglerfish look is really fun. And I really like that the lamp actually turns on. That's so fun as well. I really like this style. Everything about it is so fun. She's really intriguing. I'm really excited to see what she brings to the table.
Yeah, I'm with you. Especially if she's going to be a villain. Like, I love to see a villain own their villainy. So I think that's really intriguing. This look is definitely one of my favorites. Uh, I just think it's so cool and so dumb and so beautiful at the same time. Like, and leaning into the branding of her name being Fish. I think that's really smart too, because you're not going to forget her name after seeing this.
Hmm.
Even if I can't pronounce it as well as you, I'm not going to forget it. um,
Yeah.
her Instagram, wow. Uh, she is a very polished, pretty queen. I think she might be the best with makeup out of everybody.
Ah.
But it might not be what you would immediately think of as a morbid or a monster. It's something that would very much work on La Mas or Drag Race Mexico. Um, but she has a mix. I would say it's probably like from what I scrolled through, it's probably like 75% like pretty or glamour looks, but there still are that 25% that has kind of a darker edge to it. So is this going to be her natural type of drag? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think it's gonna be a challenge that she's gonna really live up to because I see
Mhm.
drive in her. I think she's somebody who's gonna be like, I can do anything. So
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I'm really excited to see how it's gonna turn out.
Yes.
Scores.
Uh, 94.
95.
All right.
Next we have ooh, Sandalovissima.
Sandovalisima.
Yes.
Yeah, taking the name from the devil himself, Tom Sandoval. Just kidding. Uh, and now, apparently, they just took you their name, which is Sandoval, and mixed Isima with it, which I appreciate. Like a queen that always uses her out of drag name. I think it's always interesting to see that. She's originally from Oaxaca, but she now lives in Mexico City, which made me realize that we don't have a lot of queens from Mexico City here, which is kind of wild.
Hmm.
It was
I
kind of
noticed that.
shocking to see that. Uh, yeah, Sandovalissima might be the only one that right now lives in Mexico City, or at least from the ones that said where they were from, or at least that I caught. Uh, she basically described herself as a devil whore, which I love. I live for. Uh, I also really like that she just started doing drag just because she loves it. She didn't have this story of like, I started because of pride or because my therapist or anything. She just said, I love drag. I'm going to start doing it. Uh, yeah, she's just super confident. I don't know if it's the type of confidence that like gives me the vibe of winner, but she still gives me a lot of confidence and a lot of energy and a lot of fun energy. And this look is really fun. I'm sad we didn't get to see this like bag that she's holding on the video
Mhm.
because that's definitely such a fun bag that I wish that we got had gotten to see. But in the video, when you can see all of the crystals on her skin, it looks wild. That must have taken so long to do. That's the determination to do that. Just great work, Sandovalisima. Like incredible work. Just the look is also great. Yet again, another one that has horns for breath. But you know what? I love me some horny boobs. They're great. They're wonderful. I like this look. This is so fun.
Yeah, this is a really good look. Just the even the audacity to like have your skin be this bedazzled all over, like you're not
Fully.
skipping anywhere. It goes all the way to her eyes. I think that takes a lot of determination, and it was really cool to just see it in action in the video too. I think she was probably the most animated with how she was moving and presenting herself, which makes me think that she might be like a natural performer. So
Mhm.
I hope that there's a strong performance angle to this show because I would love to see her move around on a stage because I bet she could do it very well.
Oh yeah.
Um, and looking at this, I'm like, okay, she's going to be our club kid type of queen in this cast. But then I look at her Instagram and I'm like, I don't think she's a club kid. I think she said it early in the video. She loves fashion. She is a fashionista. She is a
Oh.
model. Everything's couture and it still has that creep element to it. I mean, not everything is like something that you would see as a morbid, but it's just really really high fashion. So I'm very impressed looking at her Instagram, and there's still not a ton on there,
Mhm.
but that's okay because what she has on there looks really good.
Oh, I'm very excited to see that.
Mhm. Scores.
91.
Okay, I gave her a 87.
Okay.
Next, we have Sitan Queen.
Yeah, Satan Queen. Uh, 24 years old from Quintana Roo. Uh, I said this when I first saw Satan Queen, and I told this to you and to River, who isn't here, but it's another panelist. She looks like Evil Garcon. If you've seen
Mm.
Drag Race season two, like Drag Race Mexico season two, and you know Garcon, this looks like her, but if she was evil. Like Garcon is like she calls herself an exquisite corpse. Satan is just uh, an evil vampire. Like that corpse turned into a vampire, which I appreciate. I love. I love another vampire whore. Uh, I also love that she just said that she started doing drag because she's crazy. I love that. I'm just crazy, so I'm gonna start to do drag. Um, she's a bit shy and maybe a little bit self-conscious. She does say that she's not fully confident in herself in the video, but I'm really intrigued about what she's gonna bring to the table because she brings a lot of glamour. When it comes to the look, I like it in its simplicity. It's simple but effective. It works with everything that it does. Uh, it's not the most outlandish, it's not the biggest outfit, but everything that's here works and it works well and she looks beautiful with everything that she has on. So overall, I'm very excited to see Satan. I'm excited to see her blossom into more of a personality. This is going to be fun.
Hmm. Yeah, I really liked how open she was about suffering from anxiety and panic attacks because I like seeing that kind of vulnerability from queens. And hopefully, she can inspire people who are going through that and show them that that doesn't have to be an obstacle if you want to do something like this. Yeah, I agree. This look is not one of the most extravagant in this cast, but it really fits her brand. Like we have our mutants, we have our witches. She's a vampire. She made it very clear that
Mhm.
vampire is her vibe, and I totally get that from that, especially with the pointy ears, which I love that. It looks like she probably bit into somebody who had a explosive artery and just painted all over her. So I think
Ah,
that's
yes.
a really cool vibe. And looking at her Instagram, I think she is very authentic. Like what you see here is what you get from her on Instagram. Even I think she has a lot of better looks than this too on Instagram. Like from the very first post she has, she's a monster. She's a morbid. So
Oh, wonderful.
yeah, I'm excited. I feel like this is her brand. This is where she belongs, and I could see her doing quite well.
Yes, I'm excited.
Scores.
82.
I'm gonna give her an 80.
All right.
Okay, we have one person left. And our final person is Sattiva Lean.
Yes, Sativa. Okay, so I unfortunately didn't write a lot about Sativa, but what I did write is that she's 25 years old from Hidalgo. She's a little vampire that loves all of the creatures that live in the woods, which I also like. I love the way that she described it. I'm friends with all of the little creatures that live in the woods. Uh, she is all about glamour while still being scary and morbid, which you can clearly tell by just the look that she presented as her promo look. It is giving like devil vampire, which I think is like there we have a lot of vampires, but we don't have vampires with horns. So wonderful mix. Uh, the body is bodying. I love a bald queen as well. I love that she's wearing no hair. Uh, the makeup is beautiful. The look is so glamorous, but there's an edge to it that really makes her fit in with this category of drag artist. I'm very excited to see what she's gonna bring to the table because, as I said, I didn't write a lot about her, so I'm excited to actually get to see her personality come through and really get to see what she's all about.
Yeah, I like her. I think she's definitely somebody who's intriguing me. Probably more so than a lot of people in this cast. Especially when she was talking about like elves and magical creatures and all that. I was like, "Oh, you kind of seem like a D&D girl." Like I don't know if she's into that vibe,
Yes.
but that would be cool. And like we were just talking about Satan, who also does kind of a vampire thing. But I think Satan might be more like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Hmm.
She might be more Nosferatu, which I'm intrigued by.
Yeah.
This look itself is really cool. I like the shape of the mermaid gown going down at the bottom, and there's a simplicity to it, especially like no wig. I think that's something that really sets her apart from the rest of the cast on first appearance. So yeah, I think she looks really clean and polished. I really like her Instagram. I think she's another one that has a lot of really really cool monstrous looks. So I think we're going to get range and fashion from her. So don't sleep on her. Don't sleep on her at all.
Oh, I'm excited.
hmm I'm excited too. Scores.
Um, 87.
Okay. I'll give her an 82.
All right.
Okay.
That's
Well,
everyone.
that is it for the cast. Yes. But we do have one more thing that we need to do before we go. We need to
Oh.
draft some Morbids, which I did not come up with a list, so I'm going to be kind of winging it, and hopefully I
I'm also
remember.
gonna be winging it because I also did not prepare a list.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, I we do have a list from Logan. Logan is going to participate, so there will be three of us drafting, and we're each going to pick four people for our teams. So since there are 11 Morbids, that means one person will be picked twice. So
Mhm.
And I did do a randomizer for the order. Let me go ahead and pull up the group cast photo. So we just have them there in case we need
Mhm.
that context. But I did pull up a random order, um, and Logan gets the first draft pick, then me, and then Eduardo. So it's going to be a snake draft, in case you've never watched us draft before. So we're going to kind of go back and forth until we've selected all of the queens. And don't have your feelings hurt if you're picked last. Like this is really hard. I still
Yeah,
am like I'm stalling because I don't know who I'm gonna pick.
I
But I can.
love all of these queens.
Mhm,
Ah.
me too. I can tell you who the first pick is,
Mhm.
because Logan had the first pick, and Logan selected Gouda Von Cheese.
That makes sense, of
Mhm.
course. Okay, so
And then it goes to me. Phew. I think I'm gonna go by the queen that I just really am intrigued by and want to see what all they might bring, and that's
mhm.
gonna be C-Facto.
C-Facto. All right, that's
So
a
you get
good
the
pick.
next, yeah, you get the next two picks, and you can pick
Okay,
either queen that has been selected already as well.
okay. I think I want queens that are so different from each other, so I have some variety. So my first pick is gonna be Aradia Von Rotten.
Okay.
Uh, I'm not. I promise I'm not biased. I am. Uh, and my second pick is gonna be Dystopia Monumental.
Okay. Um, so now it goes back to me. Oh,
Mhm,
should I do it? I'm avoiding looking at Logan's list so that I don't let that influence me on who
mhm.
to pick or who not to pick. Um, I think I am gonna do the first of the double picks. Well, the only double pick.
The only.
I think I'm also gonna pick Dystopia Monumental.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Okay, so there will be no more repeats. Um, so let's see who Logan picks with their next two picks. So next off the board is going to be Luxie Luú. Good choice.
Ah, that's a great pick.
And then off the board, another good pick is Sattiva Lean.
Fuck, these are
Yes,
such good picks. These all hurt.
I
These
know.
all hurt.
They really do. Oh my gosh. Now, oh my gosh, I'm really torn too. I have like I have like three or four I'm debating on.
Oh Lord.
Uh I think I think I'm just gonna pick my favorite of the promo looks. So that's
Okay.
gonna be Androgina Godhell.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. Oh God, who should I pick next? Oh, I like everyone left.
Mm,
Fuck. Uh, fuck. I'm okay. I'm gonna go with the only queen from Mexico City, Sandovalisima.
okay. You do get two picks in a row.
Oh, that's right. And then, fuck, fuck. Oh, this is tough. Hold on. I already picked the facto. I'm gonna pick uh, Ambrose Lugosi.
Okay. So we just have two queens left.
Mhm.
And I'm torn on both of them because I like them for very different reasons.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think I'm just gonna go with my other favorite promo look, and that's Maely Fish.
Yes.
So that means Logan does get Satan Queen.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
Everyone has a good team.
Yeah,
Everyone has good teams.
yeah,
Damn.
I think the teams could go anyway. Like I have no idea who's. I'm happy with my team though.
Yeah. Okay, so should we go over who has who in each team?
Sure. Do you have that?
Yes, I do. Okay, so on Team Logan, we have Sattiva Lean, Satan Queen, uh, Luxie Luú, and Gouda Von Cheese. For Team David, we have Maely Fish, C-Facto, we have Dystopia Monumental, and Androgina Godhell, which means for Team Eduardo, we have Ambrose Lugosi, Aradia Von Rotten, Dystopia Monumental, Dystopia Monumental, and Sandovalisima.
Okay. Strong teams, strong Morbids.
Yes, I'm very excited to see how this season is gonna play
Me
out.
too.
I'm very curious.
Me too. And I would love to talk to, like, if any of the Morbids are watching and would like to come talk to us, we would love to have you. We'd love to chat with you. If you can speak English, I'll talk to you. If you can't,
Well, we know
Eduardo
at
would like
least,
to.
yeah, we know that at least Aradia can speak English because
True.
she lives in Los Angeles, so
Yep.
she must. So, but if any of y'all, if y'all are watching, and if any of y'all speak English, come to the podcast, and David and I can speak to you. And if you only speak Spanish, I can speak to you. Don't worry about it. Yo
I'll
hablaré con
say
ustedes, no
hola.
se preocupen. Yeah,
uh,
David will just be here to watch you be here, and I'll just do all the talking. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
Me too. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're excited to go through this journey with us. It's something brand new, so I think it will be a lot of fun. But please do us a favor while you're here. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, leave comments. We also, if you want to hear us on the go, we have in our link tree different audio streaming platforms that you can listen to us on. And if you want to be a patron for our page, we also have our Patreon link in the link tree. Our social media, you'll see that in the description below as well. So do all the things. Also, while you're at it, why don't you go to lonagcreations.etsy.com and get some merch? We have cup mugs. We have other things there too. We have shirts. I have a shirt. But do all the things, and we are excited to see where this goes. So, cheers.
Cheers. Mm.